It's me great honor to be here today in the presence of the Right Honorable Tan Sri Dato Sri Diraja Haj Mujahideen bin Haji Muhammad Yassin, the Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, our close friend and advisor, the Right Honorable Dato Sri Dr. Zambri bin Abdul Qadir, the Chief Minister of the State of Perak, and Datin Sri, the Honorable Dato Sri Abdul Rahman Hashim, the State Secretary of Perak. Of course, my first contact into the Perak State, the Honorable Tan Sri Dato Sri Diraja Tajo Al-Rosli Ghazali, Perak State Assemblyman and former Chief Minister of Perak. My close friend, Dato Haji Rais Hussain bin Muhammad Arif, the Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Red Solar, and the Chairman and Director of Twin Creeks, Malaysia. Honorable Perak State Executive Council members who are here today with us, Perak State Assemblymen, the esteemed guests of Twin Creeks, both from the United States and from Malaysia and elsewhere, and also the guests of Red Solar. In particular, I want to highlight in presence we have in the Mississippi State Development Authority, with the blessings of the Governor Haley Barbour, whose representation is here today, the heads of the various government departments who are here with us, captain of the industries, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to be here today. 150 years ago this month, a new president was sworn in as the 16th President of the United States of America. Today he is remembered, he is revered around the world for abolishing slavery, declaring the freedom and independence of millions of colored people. President Abraham Lincoln removed the yoke of bondage and ensured that the fundamental rights of all of the citizens of a country are respected and not violated. In the 150 years since Abe Lincoln was President of the United States, the whole world has moved away from the agriculture-based society to an information and knowledge-based society. Today we are in the middle of a knowledge-based society. In this information and knowledge-based society, another human need has become central and fundamental: energy. Energy has moved from being merely a basic requirement to becoming a fundamental right for free people in a growing, productive, open society. The need for energy has become a right. Adequate and plentiful energy is now a fundamental right for every citizen in a free, productive country. In that context, 150 years from the time Abe Lincoln declared us free of slavery with the right to live and prosper in happiness, we have the Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia with us today to begin, to commence, to develop a new solar energy facility in the state of Perak. In doing so, he is here today to declare our independence from fossil fuel-based energy. The Deputy Prime Minister and the government of Malaysia has recognized the need for us to move away from a purely fossil fuel-based energy production and making sure energy is green. Green energy is produced. We at Twin Creeks Technologies, with our passion, our ingrained passion for solar technology, are deeply gratified and filled with gratitude on this honor. If one looks at the Earth from space, there are many pictures of the Earth from satellites from space. You see the globe occupied with a lot of lights in the affluent societies of North America or in Western Europe. You look at it, you see bright areas. And then all of Africa is very dark. It's often said that the affluent, the rich countries, consume a lot of power and energy. And that's why you see that light. It's actually the reverse. Affluent countries of North America and Western Europe are affluent or rich because they have access to energy, because they have access to plentiful supply of power. Energy availability is the reason that these countries are rich. So in our today knowledge-based society, power consumption drives productivity. Availability of power determines the affluence of the society, of the country. So in developing countries, it's crucial for us to ensure that we don't have constraints on power. Ensuring the availability of sufficient energy for the population to be productive is and will continue to be a fundamental driving force of our governments. One, however, has to make sure that this energy is available without destroying our environment, without destroying our ecology, without the effluence of this energy production ruining the standard of living of our people. It is not surprising that our own Chief Minister, Mantri Besar, Dr. Zambri, would be the first one to recognize this. With his vision and simultaneously with his focus on details, he spent 4 days in San Jose and in Boston looking at this young Silicon Valley-based technology company, walking through the details of our technology, coming back satisfied that this small Silicon Valley company has what it takes to transform power production. In the last 18 months, he has made sure that many delegations of technologists, business people, finance people have gone over to Twin Creeks evaluating the company. Once he was satisfied, he has been the driver, prime mover in getting this whole effort going. The zeal that he has shown, with that he has shepherded us through the various processes with the government, in the state government, in the federal government. We would not be here on this glorious day without the support and the vision of Dr. Zambri. Twin Creeks is blessed to have his friendship. Twin Creeks also has been very fortunate to be a partner to the government of Malaysia. Every division of the federal and state governments that have worked with us, whether it is Perak State SEDZ, the Finance Ministry or the Treasury, the Ministry of International Trade and Industry, Malaysian Industrial Development Authority, the banks, the Exim Bank, every place that we have worked with, we've been met with professionalism, openness, honesty in feedback. We can work openly as friends in this endeavor. We truly appreciate the consistent and constant support we have received, and we are honored to be considered a partner of these very eminent institutions of the government of Malaysia. Malaysian people deserve nothing but the best, and you have the promise. You have my promise and the promise of all the Twin Creeks representatives who are here today, that we will be with you for the long term, working on the challenges and the opportunities that this endeavor is going to bring in front of us together. That promise is for me to give to you today. There is one person I'm particularly personally indebted to. Dato' Rais Hussain has been the vocal, single-minded champion of both Twin Creeks and the adoption of solar energy in Malaysia. For the last 2 years, he has been tireless in making sure I deliver on everything I promise, the team that we have delivers what he wanted, and has worked with us and delivered back through Red Solar Partnership. All that culminating in today's event. I'm proud to call Rais our chairman of Twin Creeks Malaysia. Thank you, Rais. Finally, today I want to acknowledge the 75 employees of Twin Creeks. Today they are represented here by a few people. Without their innovation, imagination, dedication, persistence, and the technical advances that Twin Creeks has achieved over the last 3 years, our presence today to commence the production facility construction would not have happened. The team from Twin Creeks, I salute you. In conclusion, everyone asks me, why Malaysia? Because I love Malaysia. We are going to be here for the next decades, changing the energy profile, the energy dependence, the energy independence of Malaysia and the whole world starting here. Terima kasih.